Alright guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I really hope you're staying safe out there and trying to stay home as much as possible to try to stop the spread of this nasty ass coronavirus because it's taken over the fucking world. But I digress. And guys, remember, wash your fucking hands, huh? But anyways, I figure I put out a few videos for you today just to give you guys something to do. So with that being said, let's jump right into this one because it's going to be a good one. Between 1997 Lee Priest at the Mr Olympia where he placed 6th, and we got him going up against the 2020 Arnold Classic winner William BONAC. And I thought this would make for a great comparison video because they're both shorter bodybuilders. Lee Priest at 5'4" and William BONAC at 5'6". So they're both really short. But the crazy shit is that Lee Priest might only be 5'4", but he's very, very wide. I mean, the guy comes in at like 200 to 210 pounds at 5'4", and being that short, 5 to 10 pounds is a lot of weight. And in my opinion, I think Lee Priest could pack on more muscle than William BONAC can before blowing himself out. But I digress. So guys, enough with the chit chat and let's get right into it. So, without any further ado, let's get it on. And we got the first pose of the night, guys, the front double bicep. And I couldn't get a front relaxed on William BONAC. I've been searching, but I can't find the front relaxed pose for William BONAC. So we're going to have to go with what we got. And we're going to start off with the front double bi. And I'm going to give the first point to Lee Priest. Look at those fucking arms. I mean, he's got biceps that look like bowling balls, humongous triceps, great V-taper, unbelievable silhouette. I mean, just look at the midsection. It looks like he has a fucking 8-pack. And then he's got those big quads to go along with this pose. So all in all, I'm going to give Lee Priest the first point for the front double bicep. Off to the next pose. So we got the hands clasped most muscular, and this was a really tough one. But William BONAC in this pose is a lot wider than Lee Priest is. And his arms and shoulders are even bigger than Lee Priest's arms and shoulders in this pose. So all in all, I'm going to go with William BONAC. And William BONAC's chest looks pretty big, and his midsection ain't even protruding too much in this pose. So all in all, William BONAC's going to get the point for the hands clasped most muscular. Alright guys, now we got the front lat spread, and obviously Lee Priest is going to take this one, and this is what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Lee Priest is so wide for a guy who's only 5'4", and he came into this competition at like 205 pounds in 1997, but yet he's wide as a house and he could probably gain another 15 pounds before blowing out. But I digress. And William BONAC, he's just very narrow in this pose. So I'm going to go with Lee Priest for sure. Alright guys, now we got the ab and thigh. And William BONAC just looks like shit in this pose. People say that, oh Mikey, he's not hitting the ab shot. He's not flexing his abs. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's just that he has no abs to flex. His midsection is very watery. Lee Priest's midsection is so much tighter. Lee Priest has such a better V-taper. And like I said before, it looks like he has a fucking 8-pack. Then he's got those big quads to go with it. So all in all, Lee Priest is definitely going to get that one. Alright guys, now we get the rear lat spread. And it's plain to see William BONAC is going to take this one, guys. Look at how much fucking wider William BONAC is compared to Lee Priest in this pose. It's funny because like in the front lat spread, Lee Priest is way wider than fucking William BONAC. But in the rear lat spread, not so much. William BONAC is very wide in the rear lat spread. And that's why we go pose for pose, guys. Because every pose, the bodybuilder looks different. You know what I mean? In every pose, each bodybuilder is going to look different, but I digress. Alright guys, now we got the side tricep, and I don't know, this was a tough one, but what's going to make me go with Lee Priest? Lee Priest's side tricep is a little more deeply cut than William BONAC's side tricep. They look about the same size thickness-wise. They're about the same size, and the silhouette looks a little bit better on Lee Priest. So all in all, Lee Priest is going to get the point for the side tricep. Off to the next pose. And we got the crab most muscular. And this is another really tough one. Guys, this is a very, very close comparison video. But I am going to go with Lee Priest because Lee Priest has way better traps. Lee Priest's arms and shoulders look a lot bigger in this pose. He's got vascularity everywhere. Look at the vascularity in his chest, his shoulders, his arms. Even his traps have vascularity to it. And he's got a nice bow going through the chest. Sorry, guys. So all in all, Lee Priest is going to get the point. All right, guys. Now we got the side chest shot. And this was a tough one. This was another really tough one. But I think Lee Priest has a bigger chest. William BONAC has a smaller, rounded chest. Lee Priest has a wider, bigger chest. And Lee Priest's right pec is popping more than William BONAC's right pec. So all in all, Lee Priest is going to get the point. All right, guys, now we get the rear double bicep in the last pose of the night, guys. And I got to go with William BONAC on this one. William BONAC had a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal, rear double bicep at the 2020 Arnold Classic. Then he's got those big-ass arms and shoulders, crazy hams and glutes, and a great lower back. So all in all, in my opinion, I'm going to give William BONAC the rear double bicep because Lee Priest, he looks okay, but he looks like he's holding a little bit of water from behind. And his hams and glutes aren't the greatest. So all in all, William BONAC's going to get the point for the rear double bicep. And wait a second, guys. Lee Priest is going to get the victory. 6-3, Lee Priest. Could you believe that? William BONAC won the 2020 Arnold Classic. That just goes to show you guys, if Lee Priest was competing at that 2020 Arnold Classic, Lee Priest would have won that show. Lee Priest is one of the best bodybuilders of all time. That's why he's my third favorite bodybuilder. But I digress. So guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the Kevin Levrone icon button. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Mikey's Iron Rage. Peace.